Good afternoon, everyone. I am Gayle Berry, the founder of Blossom and Berry, and this is one of the first Facebook Lives I'm going to be doing in a regular series around baby massage and baby yoga. Blossom and Berry has been around for over 16 years now. We've been teaching parents and babies across the world through our network of professional and accredited teachers the benefits of nurturing touch, massage and yoga. And I've just recently really reconnected with why I started Blossom and Berry and why massage and yoga is so empowering and important for all of us, and particularly for babies and parents. So I want to actually connect with you all and share why I started baby massage and baby yoga as a teacher, and why it can really benefit you and your baby. And I can give you some pointers on how you can connect with teachers in your area, or maybe even decide to become a teacher yourself. So today's Facebook Live is about baby yoga, but more specifically it's about what you as a parent can gain from baby yoga as well as your baby. So let's start off first of all with what actually is baby yoga. So it might sound a little bit strange. Hopefully you're familiar with the concept of yoga as a whole. So yoga is almost like a philosophy around your emotional, physical and spiritual health. It's a holistic system of health which works on improving your well-being on every level, be it in the way that you treat yourself and others, be it physically by helping your body to be strong and energized through breath work, the pranayama where we link our breath to our movements, through relaxation, meditation, and finally the sort of end goal, or the state of mind that we work towards, is this sense of enlightenment where we become connected to all those around us. Through yoga practice, you can become really connected with the universe and that sense of creation. So that's kind of yoga in a nutshell. I haven't really done it full justice, I know. To summarise something with so much history, heritage, and so many different limbs and principles in a couple of sentences is impossible. But that's kind of like my understanding of yoga, and it's something that I try to develop in my own personal practice. So baby yoga comes from more of the traditional Indian heritage. So where I first saw baby yoga was as part of a traditional baby massage routine that would be which was practiced in India. So baby massage has been used in India traditionally for many years, hundreds of years. It's passed down as an art form from mother to daughter, and then it continued through the generations like that. And of course massage doesn't just have its roots in India. It's found all over the world. There are many accounts of massage and touch being used across the world, but baby massage, its origins appear to come from India. And as part of a traditional Indian massage routine, at the end of the massage, the babies would have certain stretches that would help to energise the body, to help boost circulation, to help with lymphatic drainage, to help to clear the lungs of any mucus, to help to invigorate the body, and also work a little bit on the energetic anatomy as well, to help to kind of help babies feel fully energised by the stretch is helping to distribute the breath and the blood, obviously blood with oxygen and nutrients around the body. So that's where baby yoga I first encountered baby yoga, and then through my training I found out that baby yoga is also part of, it might not be labelled baby yoga, but movement and carrying babies and babies being much more active, it is part of so many different cultures and tribal practices around the world. It's actually really in the West where we tend to kind of put our babies into prams or car seats, and our babies are a lot more static. In more traditional tribal societies, babies are carried in slings all of the time. You wouldn't see a pushchair or a car seat, for example. When I go to Malawi, every baby is carried, and when those babies are carried, they are experiencing movement, and that in itself helps to support baby's development, by stimulating something called the vestibular system, their sense of balance in their inner ear, by working with something called proprioception, which is their sense of body awareness, which they get when they're wrapped in a sling and when they're being moved up and down all day. Their skin is stimulated to give them the sense of where their arms are, their legs are, help them with their head and neck control. And it also helps with things like digestion because they're upright all day. So it helps just generally support new babies' development by being upright and by moving around a lot. So those are the two ways that I first encountered baby yoga. And then what I did was I went on a training course with Birthlight, which was an amazing training course, really inspired me, and I put my knowledge of baby yoga with my knowledge of baby massage and other things that I'd studied in terms of hypnotherapy and adult massage, and then we've created all of our Blossom and Berry training courses. So when you come along to a baby yoga class, let's just talk a bit about what you might expect. So if you come along to a Blossom and Berry baby yoga class, you will find that it's absolutely packed full of activities for you and your baby. So we normally start with some gentle warm-up stretches just to help you become present into the moment with your baby and forget about, you know, the parking and how tricky it was to get there and things you have to do later on. So we kind of tune in at the beginning physically and mentally with our bodies and our babies. Then we do some simple breathing exercises which help you to relax during the session, but also that you can take with you at home to help you to relax in the evening. If you just remember that breath is life, breath is energy, and when we half breathe or when we ignore our breathing, we're ignoring the ability to really supercharge our batteries. So rather than being operating at 10% by only breathing to 10% of our ability, when we breathe fully and really embrace breathing techniques and the breath, we can operate at 100%. So having 100% battery charge instead of 10%, that sounds pretty good to me. So we use breathing techniques to help with energy and relaxation. Then we do some dry massage with our baby, so that's massage without oils, with songs, and then the rest of the class is spent doing yoga for babies, yoga for mummies, and then at the end we come together for a more active stage of the class, and then we finish with a lovely walking meditative relaxation, which is lovely because again it's a technique that you can use at home if your baby's a little bit anxious, a little bit stressed out. You can use this when you're at night, when baby wakes up, or when you want to help baby to kind of reset and feel more relaxed, because obviously when you feel relaxed, your baby feels relaxed as well. So it's important to have that ability to relax together. So that's kind of what happens. And baby yoga itself, really the movements that we do are simple stretches that babies make look like that they're really easy, basically, because babies are super flexible already. Babies are naturally good at yoga. They have wonderful yogic big belly breathing. If you notice, your baby has a fantastic deep breathing. Their belly rises and falls. They haven't picked up any bad habits in terms of quite shallow breathing. Their bodies are really flexible because their limbs are very loose. Their ligaments and their muscles and their bones are still developing, so they're flexible, and they're also very interested in being playful and discovering their bodies. And also babies obviously are very mindful. They're in the present moment, so babies aren't overthinking or worrying about things, so they're very yogic naturally. So the stretches that we use work with your baby's natural flexibility at whatever age they are, and they help your baby to discover their body, what their body can do, the fact that they've got arms, they've got legs, that their arms can go round in a circle this way and they can open and shut, they can go up and down. Sounds really simple, but your baby doesn't have a great understanding of this when they're born because of the way that their brain cells are not yet fully connected. So it's through early experiences and movement that the connections between the brain cells are made. The early pathways are formed for more complicated movements later on. Even things like reading and writing relies upon early pathways in the brain being formed through basic movements and gross motor skills, and then we build more complex movements from there. And again, I could talk about each one of these subjects in a lot more detail, but I don't want to get distracted today. So that's what your baby can receive, and 1 hour of baby yoga has as much stimulation as as on an average day your baby would receive, because we've got touch, we've got movement, we've got lifting, swinging, we've got songs. We've got a whole hour of your mummy or your daddy present, tuned in, connected with the baby. So that is a really amazing experience. And subsequently, most babies sleep really well after they have had a baby yoga session. So that's always a plus, especially if you feel quite relaxed after baby yoga. It's nice to just sit down, put your feet up, really allow that to sink into your body and your baby to have a bit of a rest at the same time. So what will you get out of baby yoga? Now, baby yoga is not... we do have some yoga in baby yoga for mums and dads, but we are not yoga teachers. As baby yoga teachers, we don't claim to be yoga teachers. We don't do the 200-hour teaching. So what we do is we teach complementary yoga-inspired stretches for parents that can help you to connect with your body, release tension, and be energized. Again, going back to those principles of yoga. We want to have really good breath work. We want to have physical movement through the body that supports health and well-being, and we want to have some element of relaxation. So that's what we try to do in the class, and you will learn breathing techniques, you will get to stretch the body, particularly focusing on remedial yoga inspired poses to help to knit together your tummy muscles, which separate when you are pregnant, to help you give strength in your core, protect your lower back, help with postural problems if you've been feeding your baby or carrying your baby. And the whole idea of baby yoga stretches for parents is to nurture, restore and strengthen the body. We're not going to be doing anything advanced, anything that is going to really be pushing the body. It's very much about nurturing the body and looking after the body. So if you've never done yoga before, it's perfect to do, because you will be able to start with these very gentle stretches, and maybe you might even be inspired to then go on to a full yoga class after you've come along to baby yoga with one of our instructors. So I just thought I would just go through some of the, let's just get this up, some of the things that you might be aware of in your body after you've had a baby and how baby yoga can help. So obviously when you've had a baby, your body completely changes. During pregnancy, the most amazing changes happen to your body. Literally a hormone called relaxin is produced, which helps to relax all of the fascia tissue, that's like the flesh that holds your body together around your muscles and around your bones. It loosens the ligaments and it allows all these postural changes to occur in the body. Your pelvis and your hips expands laterally to allow your baby to be safely born. Your stomach and your internal organs move up through the body as your womb grows in size. Your shoulders tend to round with the weight of your breast. So all sorts of things happen. Your centre of gravity changes. So after you've had a baby, you might not feel emotionally like yourself and physically like yourself, and so baby yoga can help to give you that time to look after your body and help you to restore your body to its former strength and to energize you and to help you to embrace and love your new body after you've had a baby, because you're a life creator, and you should be really proud of the fact that you have become a mother. So some of the things that women suffer from, you might have had a cesarean for your birth, so in which case we normally suggest you come to baby yoga after 12 weeks, because by this time hopefully the abdominal scar has started to is almost completely healed. The abdominal wall is starting to knit together, those muscles and your core strength are coming back. So after 12 weeks, once you've been signed off by your consultant, you can come along to baby yoga and start to think about building up your core strength. Often people come as well, they might have lower weak pelvic floor. So your pelvic floor muscles are the hammock of muscles that are placed from the front of your pelvis, your pubis bone, to the back, to the sacrum. They like form a kind of hammock like this. And during pregnancy, because of the weight of the baby, they can become quite stretched and relaxed, and that can have an effect later on in terms of bladder control, or even things like preventing prolapse. So you need to make sure after you've had a baby that you work on your pelvic floor. So in baby yoga, we do lots of pelvic floor exercises connected to breathing and our yoga poses, so that you can, you know, start to kind of effortlessly incorporate those into your daily life. And remember that pelvic floor health is so important, definitely as well if you go on to have other children and as you get older as well. Lower back problems can be an issue for new mums, and this can be caused because the abdominal muscles at the front of your body, your rectus abdominis, separates during pregnancy. That means those muscles are not as strong. You have 4 layers of abdominal muscles, and they are all slightly displaced during pregnancy, but particularly the most superficial, which means that when you're doing things like bending forwards or getting up from the ground, instead of those core tummy muscles doing the job, your back muscles can start to do that job instead, and they're not intended to do that job. So that's why we can end up with lower back pain and strain, because actually our core muscles aren't developed. So again, the poses that we're doing in baby yoga for you will help you with that. Also, you might have postural problems from carrying or feeding your baby. I can remember when I was breastfeeding my baby, if I finally got my baby to latch on and I got into a position, even if it meant that I was in a lot of like physical discomfort myself, I was like, yes, I've got my baby to feed. And so because of this, sometimes upper back tension is pretty common, and also carrying your baby, holding car seats, all of these things that we do can cause tension there. So we help to open up the upper body as well with stretches. Postnatal depression, oh, I could do a whole topic on this one. So postnatal depression, or really, to be honest, like mild anxiety or stress. We have obviously what's called the baby blues that a lot of women suffer from naturally because of the dip in hormones after you've had a baby. Once you deliver the placenta, it takes a while for your body to start to produce oxytocin and other hormones to help to balance your mood. But then that can go into something which is much more serious, which is postnatal depression. And so if a woman is suffering from postnatal depression, things like getting your oxytocin flowing, things like connecting with your baby and also connecting with your community can be really useful in helping to support you. So postnatal depression is something that but baby yoga can help to provide some solutions for. It's not as easy as just baby yoga, but definitely it can help. Sleep deprivation and fatigue, that's where the relaxation exercises can come in, where the breathing exercises can come in to energize you. Weak core stability we've talked about already. Breast complaints, sometimes, you know, women coming along to baby yoga might have things like mastitis, and also episiotomy as well can be common. So obviously if you've got mastitis, you wouldn't come along to a class, you need to get medical attention, and that would be a contraindication for baby yoga. But you know, it's just another example of what our bodies go through as new mummies and why we really need to look after ourselves. All right, so when you come along to a baby yoga class, I hope you'll be able to enjoy all of these benefits for yourself and for your baby. I hope I've demystified a little bit about what baby yoga is. It isn't just kind of, you know, it's definitely not swinging babies around your head or holding them upside down or any of that stuff that you've seen maybe on videos based in Russia, where I know baby yoga got a bit of bad press a few years ago. It's definitely none of that. Everything that we do is baby led, just like baby massage. Everything is done to your baby's own ability. And the idea really is there's this synergy between parent and baby, mum and baby, dad and baby, that you can come together through the practice of yoga, through being present with each other, through breathing and connecting, and through physically moving the body and relaxing together, that you can help to boost your health, your emotional and physical health and well-being. So I am really passionate about baby yoga. I absolutely love it. I have had so many positive testimonials and great feedback about classes, mummies and daddies saying this is the best class, it's got stuff for me, it's got stuff for baby sleeps really well afterwards, I feel more relaxed, we practice at home, we love the songs, all of these different things. So maybe contact a teacher in your local area and go along to a class. You can find lots of teachers on our website, and you can also visit our website blossomandberry.com for any more information about baby yoga. We've got videos on YouTube that you can have a look at as well, and I hope that I've encouraged you today to find out a little bit more. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comment box below. If you've enjoyed this video, or you might know someone else who might be interested in baby yoga, it'd be great if you could share, and do let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Okay, have an amazing day.